The Chicago Bears were not supposed to be here. Not after everything the media said. Not after starting 0-2. Not after looking like the same old Bears again. Not after everyone labeled this as another rebuild year with a young quarterback and too many holes on this roster. And yet here we are. Since week 2, the Bears have simply been one of the best teams in the NFL. Not better, not promising, not trending upwards. Simply put, one of the league's best teams. The numbers don't just support this, they are screaming it from the top of a building. Number 1 in the NFL in total yards per game. Number 1 in rushing yards per game. Most takeaways in the NFL and fewest giveaways in the league. This isn't a fluke. It's not luck, and it's not all about who we played. This has been a true organizational transformation, the kind of worst to first resurgence that this fan base has been waiting for, the one we deserved. This just hasn't been the Bears learning how to win games. It's been about establishing an identity and redefining the culture in that locker room. After years at the bottom of the NFC North, this team is now one of the league's most explosive, efficient, and dangerous football teams. Even more so, they're one of the most fun teams to watch as well. All of this in the span of just 10 weeks. Imagine what Ben Johnson can do in 10 years. Fans of this team have been through it all. We weren't just bad. We were miserable to watch at times. We've had 43 different starting quarterbacks since 1985. 43. And to go with that, we've had 9 different head coaches as well. Finding stability at the top of this team or at the game's most important position simply has not happened. But now, in just the span of 2 off seasons, Ryan Poles has added both a quarterback and a head coach that could change the fortune of Bears fans everywhere. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson appear to be a match made in heaven, a perfect remedy for the only franchise in the NFL that has never had a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards. This was supposed to be a new era of Bears football. But after the first 2 weeks of the season, it started to look eerily like the same old Bears again. We collapsed in week 1 against the Vikings, and we lost a game that realistically we should have won. We outplayed the other team. And then in week 2, we got steamrolled by Ben Johnson's former team. The Lions blew us out. That game was never close. 0-2 not only to start the season, but 0-2 in the division as well. The media was panicking. Fans were writing this team off, and we were getting buried in the national headlines. We were a joke again. But inside the Bears locker room, something different was happening. No panic, no finger pointing, nobody giving up. This team didn't collapse. Inside Hallis Hall, there was a sense of determination. Coaches and players alike took accountability and kept working hard. Veterans and rookies alike all stepped up. The culture in the locker room was different. This Chicago Bears team does not quit. And since then, since starting out the season 0-2, they have not just been good, they have been elite. 8 wins in 9 games, and every week it's been a different player or a different unit on this team that steps up. And to go with that, every single week, they're continuing to establish an identity and build on what they've done in the past. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Just look at the offense. Number 1 in total yards since week 2. Number 1 in rushing yards, while also having the fewest turnovers in the league. The sack numbers have also dropped off significantly, and we're near the top in explosive plays as well. This is an offense that can not only score at any given time, but they've shown the ability to control the clock and protect the football as well. And those are important factors when it comes to winning in the NFL. The offensive line has been physical and athletic, and they're growing into one of the best in the league. They set the tone for this offense. And then you have all these playmakers. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Colston Loveland. They're all put in positions to succeed. This team is dangerous on offense. And when you look at the defense, we haven't really been the best at anything except for when it comes to taking the football away. This defense bends, but they do not break. They create chaos, and they've constantly created turnovers. Both Kevin Byard and Nashawn Wright are tied for the league lead in interceptions, and Tremaine Edmonds is only one behind them. And this has all happened with a secondary that has been devastated by injuries. And now we've had the same thing happen to our linebackers as well. The next man up mentality has really rang true for this defense, but they also play with confidence and have a swagger to them. And it's not just about turning the ball over either, but making big plays in key moments of the game. This defense has been better than most people give them credit for. And one thing that all Bears fans have learned this season is that scheme really matters. Coaching actually matters. And this staff, led by Ben Johnson, is the real deal. They have helped change the culture and establish an identity for the Bears in less than half a season. Turnarounds like this do not happen without solid leadership. Accountability and truth matters here. Confidence builds momentum, and you need to win to get confidence. The belief in this locker room has spread to every single player, and it really feels like they have all bought in. But how much should fans buy into this? To me, I believe the winning is sustainable. It's not just a flash in the pan like the Matt Nagy era. This team is built on playing winning football. They win at home, they win on the road, they win pretty, they win ugly. It doesn't matter. They win ugly and they know how to come back. This is the real deal, if you ask me, because it also didn't just happen overnight. This has been a long time coming here. This rebuild took over 4 years here, but you can actually measure the results. Ryan Poles' draft picks and additions make up this entire roster, and there's been unheralded signings making big contributions as well. But this is what growth looks like. This is what player development looks like, and this is what our front office pictured 4 years ago. From 0-2 to one of the NFL's best. Now, a real test awaits coming up as we play the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles for Black Friday. But then, after that, it doesn't get any easier as we face off against our nemesis, the Green Bay Packers, 2 of the following 3 games. So we're going to find out exactly who this team is and how good they are really soon. But this really is a new era of Chicago Bears football. Since week 2, this team has went on a run, winning 8 out of 9 games and being one of the best teams in the NFL. No matter what happens over the next 3 weeks, the trajectory and the future of this franchise has changed. The rebuild is over. And for a Chicago Bears team that has been searching for answers for the better part of the last 25 years, it appears they have finally found them. The Bears are officially playoff contenders. We officially have our head coach and we have our quarterback. And on top of that, when it comes to 2025, we are going to be playing meaningful games down the stretch of the season. That's something I haven't been able to say in a long, long time. Every fan should enjoy that and embrace it. Let me know how excited you are in the comments, and also let me know how you expect this team to finish, because this is just the beginning. The Chicago Bears have officially arrived, and the NFL better get ready. The new era of Bears football is here. Hit the like button for me, hype up this video, share it with your friends, and stay tuned for year-round Bears coverage. And until next time, bear down.